There are places on this earth where no one dares to go. Ancient prisons, hidden beneath mountains, deep within the earth, beyond the reach of humanity. But these are not just myths or legends. The Book of Enoch describes a terrifying reality. Places where angels, once glorious, were cast into eternal chains for their rebellion against the Most High. You've heard of fallen angels. You've heard of the Nephilim. But what if I told you that some of these beings are not gone? That they are not just spirits roaming the earth, but are locked away, waiting for their moment of release? Ancient texts, forgotten prophecies, and even recent discoveries point to something beyond our understanding. Massive underground structures, sealed chambers, regions where strange phenomena occur. Places that governments avoid, that history books refuse to explain. But let's go deeper. According to Enoch, these angels corrupted humanity, taught forbidden knowledge, and led to the great destruction of the world through the flood. Their punishment? Chains in the darkest depths until the appointed time of judgment. And what is that time? Look around. The world is spiraling into chaos. Signs in the heavens, wars, deception, technology advancing faster than morality. The same knowledge these beings gave humanity thousands of years ago is resurfacing, just as it was before the flood. Could it be that we are approaching the moment when their prison doors will finally open? This isn't just an ancient story. It's a warning. If you think the spiritual realm is just a fantasy, you're already blind to the reality unfolding around us. What happens when the barriers break? When the watchers rise again? The truth has been hidden for too long, but it won't stay buried forever. Stay alert. Seek the truth. Because when these gates open, everything changes. Subscribe now, share this message, and prepare yourself for what's coming. The secrets of the fallen are about to be revealed. Are you ready? If you think the chains of the fallen are unbreakable, think again. Ancient texts, not only from the Bible and the Book of Enoch, but also from Sumerian, Babylonian, and even apocryphal writings, hint at a future event, one that could shatter everything we know about history, science, and the spiritual realm. Revelation 9 speaks of a bottomless pit, the abyss, where beings of terrifying power are locked away. And what happens when that pit is opened? Smoke rises, the sun darkens, and out come creatures so fearsome that even the strongest warriors of history would tremble. Let's connect the dots. The fallen angels who were imprisoned beneath the earth, the ones who corrupted humanity before the flood, are they the same entities waiting in the abyss? The same ones destined to be released during the final days? If so, then we are not talking about myths or symbols. We are talking about an event so catastrophic that it was sealed away for millennia. Think about the warnings. The sudden increase in knowledge, AI developments pushing the limits of human control, genetic experiments that eerily resemble the tampering done by these fallen beings in the days of Noah. We are not progressing, we are repeating. And the consequences? They will be beyond anything humanity has ever seen. Ancient civilizations knew this truth. That's why certain locations, like the ruins of Baalbek, Göbekli Tepe, or even the forbidden zones of Antarctica, remain shrouded in secrecy. Could these places hold the keys to the very prisons where these entities are kept? Could governments already be aware of this? The sudden push for underground bunkers, space travel, and global control systems. Do you think it's just coincidence? No, the powerful know something is coming. Something they cannot stop. And when those chains finally break, the deception will be so great that even the elect could be fooled. But you don't have to be deceived. You have the warning. You have the knowledge. Now the question is, will you be prepared? This is just the beginning. Stay vigilant. Subscribe now, share this message, and keep your eyes open, because the unseen war is about to explode into reality. And when it does, there will be no turning back. Imagine for a moment what happens when the chains of the abyss finally snap. Not in some distant age, not in some vague symbolic sense, but in our world, in our time. Ancient civilizations whispered about a coming storm, a time when the imprisoned ones would walk free again. The Sumerians called them the Anunnaki. The Greeks spoke of the Titans. The Hebrews warned of the Nephilim. Every culture has echoes of this truth buried in their myths, their scriptures, their forbidden texts. And here's where it gets terrifying. These weren't just stories. The ruins scattered across the world, the megalithic structures that even today defy explanation, were not built by primitive humans with stone tools. The technology required to move 1,000-ton blocks with precision that modern engineers still struggle to replicate? This was knowledge passed down by something beyond human. Something ancient. Something imprisoned. The Book of Enoch tells us exactly what happened. The Watchers, those powerful angels who abandoned their divine post, descended to earth, intermingled with mankind, and unleashed chaos. They taught forbidden sciences, altered the genetics of humanity and animals, and led the world into an age of corruption so absolute that God himself intervened. The flood of Genesis wasn't just about wicked humans, it was about cleansing the earth from the abominations that had spread unchecked. But here's what no one wants to acknowledge. Their story didn't end with the flood. Enoch records that these fallen beings were bound under the earth, held in vast prisons beneath mountains, deserts, and oceans, awaiting a day of judgment. But there's something crucial people miss. Judgment doesn't just mean destruction. It also means release. The prophecy of Revelation describes a moment when a star falls from heaven, unlocking the abyss. And out of it comes an army of entities so terrifying that men will seek death but not find it. Smoke rises, darkening the skies, and something emerges that defies all categories of life as we know it. And here's the key: what if some of these prisons are already being opened? Look at the world today. Why are governments funding deep underground bases in isolated locations? Why do whistleblowers hint at classified experiments happening beneath mountains and deserts? Why did world superpowers suddenly scramble to Antarctica in secret meetings? Some believe these locations are nothing more than military zones. Others suspect the remains of ancient, lost civilizations. But those who truly understand biblical prophecy know the terrifying possibility. What if these locations are the sites of the ancient prisons? What if what was sealed away is stirring? The signs are here. Unexplained booms heard worldwide, as if something beneath the surface is breaking free. Earthquakes in areas with no tectonic activity. Whispers of artificial intelligence projects that claim to communicate with entities from beyond. And yet, people still scoff. They laugh, just like they laughed in the days of Noah. But those who are awake, those who can see the patterns, know that the hour is late. What happens when these ancient beings are unleashed? When the deceptions they planted in human history are revealed in full force? The final war won't be fought with missiles and drones. It will be waged in the minds and souls of every living being. The great deception is coming, and only those who stand firm in truth will not be swept away. This isn't a theory. This isn't speculation. This is prophecy unfolding before our very eyes. And this is just the beginning. There's so much more they don't want you to know. Stay with me, because in the next part, we're going to expose the real reason why certain ancient texts were banned, hidden, or destroyed, because they reveal too much. Subscribe now, share this with everyone who needs to hear the truth, and stay ready. Because what's coming will shake the very foundations of reality. The ground is already shaking. The seals are weakening. The ancient prisons of the fallen ones are no longer myths. They are real, and the hour of their release is drawing near. This is not just another conspiracy theory. This is the culmination of everything the prophets warned us about. The deception has been planted for generations, weaving its way through history, science, and even religion itself. They prepared the world to laugh at the truth, so that when the unimaginable happens, no one will be ready. But you are awake. You are seeing the signs. You feel it in your spirit. The battle is not coming, it is already here. Governments will never admit what they found deep beneath the earth. The elite will never tell you why they build their underground bunkers in specific locations. But the prophets told us. The scriptures warned us. The fallen ones are stirring, and when they rise, the world will witness a terror unlike anything before. But hear this: no matter how powerful they are, no matter what horrors they unleash, they cannot stand against the one who holds ultimate authority. The King is coming. The armies of heaven are preparing. The darkness will rise, but the light will break it. Do not be deceived. Do not be afraid. Be prepared. Because when the truth is finally revealed, there will be no turning back. Share this now. Spread the warning. The time is short, and the world needs to wake up before it's too late.